Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be testing out a new product on the market. I went to Sephora last night, super late. They were about to close. I was like, let me rush in there. That type of night. And I've been meaning to check out those new Huda liquid eyeshadows. I've been seeing so many different things about them. And I was just really intrigued because it's kind of like a liquid form that turns into like almost an actual like powder shadow type of situation on your eyes. So I was like, you guys know that I love trying new eyeshadows and just like things that you can put on your eyelids because I'm a huge eyeshadow lover. So I went ahead and picked up only one of them because your girl's on a budget. I mean, I spend a lot of money on makeup for this channel and I love it, but you can't be buying all the ones that you want. So I purchased one. These do retail for $26, which, I mean, it's pretty typical for like liquid eyeshadows. I know the steel ones are like $24 or so. So it's not like too far out of like the norm, but I mean, that's still a lot. Like I could get a full-blown eyeshadow palette for that much money at the drugstore. So I'm gonna have to see how this does. This is the one that I picked up. They have different colors. They're kind of more in like that like pink, purpley, neutral family. I just kind of want to see how this is gonna go for me. So, I mean, if you guys want to continue watching and see, you know, if this is something worth your cash or if you've been like thinking about it, then please go ahead and do so. So what this is all about is that it's a liquid eyeshadow and you have a matte consistency and then you have a metal consistency, which is supposed to be more of that shimmer. Now, I have seen people talk about these just by watching tutorials or first impression videos, and I have seen a lot of negativity surrounding these. So I was like, I need to try this out for myself and see if this is actually like, you know, something that I may not like. And I'm gonna keep the receipt, the little box, in case I need to return it, in case it's a big fail. So let's just go ahead and get right into it. I have no eye makeup, no makeup on at all except for some lip balm, and time to test this baby out. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and start off with this eye right here. The first thing I'm gonna go ahead and do is I'm gonna go ahead and prime my eyelids. So I'm gonna be taking my Morphe Eyelid Primer. I am about to go and purchase the Pillowy one. I've seen so many reviews and I was watching Nikki Tutorials yearly favorites and I was like, you know what? I actually need this. The reason I like this one by Morphe is because I feel like it's true to eyeshadow primer. Like it's very lightweight. You can still see your skin. It's not like you're putting like foundation or like a really intense thing on your eyelid. My eyes tend to be sensitive sometimes, so that's why I like this kind of like lightweight, airy situation. But it'd be cool to have something that's a little bit more intense, especially when I want to do those really intense eye looks that I like to do. But this works really well. Okay, so I'm going to be taking this one. This is in the shade Shimmering. Okay, so it's two shades. So the metal is Shimmering Sunset, and then this side is Private Jet. So we're going to be going in first with the matte side. This is what I'm really curious about. Okay, so I'm just going to be patting that on. This is so weird. I don't think I've ever done anything like this. I'll be taking this fluffy brush. Oh my god, this is weird. Did I go in with too much? I don't know. We'll see. It doesn't feel thick whatsoever. It feels very lightweight. I think I went in with too much. Oh my god, that feels so weird. And I'm going to be taking in this Sigma E40 brush and I'm going to begin blending the outer edge in circular motions and really blowing this up. It's like a salmon pink. It's actually a really pretty pink color. And it's blending very well. I was scared that as soon as you kind of blended a little bit of it, it would dry out immediately. But this is actually blending nicely. My goal for this look is to only use these two little guys. Because usually I like to go ahead and cut the crease. And then I like to go in and apply like a base shade. And then I go in with the actual like shimmery color. But today I'm only going to be using the shimmer. and the matte. So now I'm gonna go ahead and take the matte side again, and I'm just gonna go and apply it right on my lid like that. Then I'm gonna be taking my MAC 242 brush, and we're gonna be spreading this color all through my lid. I also picked this color because I wanted to do a very wearable look, something that you guys could easily recreate. So now I'm gonna take the wand where it's the shimmer. Now, this is like the Kylie glosses. It has that brush tip that I just despise, so we're gonna have to see how this goes. Ooh, that's actually really pretty though. So I kind of put it roughly on my lid. I do wear contacts. So whenever I try products like this, I really, you know, make sure I test them to be contact friendly, because as somebody that wears contacts, and if you wear contacts, you know exactly what I'm talking about. There's nothing worse than your eye being fogged up because of eyeshadow, eyelash glue. Like, I've experienced it all with contacts when it comes to shadows and stuff like that. So I know the struggle. So I'm gonna see how this does with my contacts, because that's something that I really care about. Okay, I have to say, the color looks so beautiful. Like, that's a very beautiful shimmery color. It's so pretty. Oh my god. Okay, I'm gonna take a little tiny bit more, but this time I'm gonna go ahead and apply it on my brush as opposed to directly on the eye. I have to say, right now I'm having like this weird sensation on my eyelid. Like, it feels like there's a product on my eye, but let's just keep going. That actually looks so beautiful. Oh my god, I'm not gonna lie, when I first had that one matte shade on, I was like, this actually looks very pretty. And it looks very wearable, like something that you can easily wear without it looking like, whoa, she's doing the most. You know what I mean? Okay, so we're gonna put this brush to the side. My eye does feel a little heavy right now, I'm not gonna lie, but let's just see what happens. So I'm gonna go back in with the matte shade, and I'm just gonna go ahead and apply a little tiny bit more. I'm gonna do like little dots. I think I went a little too close to the... Went a little too close to the shimmery color, so I kind of want to back away because I don't want it to start to get onto my crease. Wing it back and forth. Okay, I have to say I'm really impressed with these matte ones. Like, it's so weird because when you first apply it, it feels like it's just like this creamy consistency, but as you start to blend it, it melts right into like a powdery shadow form consistency, and it's very nice and pigmented as you build it up. I feel like because at first I was only going in with that color, and it's kind of close to my complexion. Like, I feel like on somebody that has my skin tone or darker, it's hard to tell if colors are gonna look nice on your skin complexion or if they're gonna appear and be vibrant, as opposed to somebody with more fair skin where everything kind of pops right away because their skin is so much more fair. So I'm touching my lid to see if there's any residue that comes off. Whew, there's nothing. So we have this on, and it does feel a little dry, like I mentioned like 500 times, but I'm going to mention it again because I feel like sometimes people are like, oh my god, it looks so pretty, and they're so caught up on how it looks so pretty, but they forget that I said it's dry, and then they're like, why didn't you tell us it was dry? It was dry. There's no fallout when I use these shimmers. Down here I had no fallout whatsoever. Like, it's stuck to my eye, and that's where it stayed. Now I'm going to be curious to see how these come off, like if they come off easily when I go ahead and use my makeup wipe, or if I really am gonna have to scrub the ish out of it. So I'll definitely let you guys know about that one, but I'm really liking how this looks. Like, really liking. I was really skeptical about it. I actually may even run a little bit of this matte color on my lower lash line because I do want to keep this look a little bit more natural. But I'm gonna go ahead and do this eye, and then I'm gonna come back on camera so we can kind of talk about how everything's doing. Okay, so I went ahead and did this eye and also my brows, and I have to say, when I was doing this eye, I was just so freaking impressed, and I I don't know, I actually really kind of like these, and I know I've been seeing a lot of negativity, but that's why I don't like to watch or read reviews on products before forming my own opinion, because then I go into something and I'm kind of like, right now, I want to go ahead and do my eyeliner on camera, because usually when I try on things like this that have a lot of shimmer or glitter, they don't do really well with eyeliner. Like, I have to really go to town and pack it on. So I kind of want to see how these do. Because they aren't transferring whatsoever, I feel like they may actually do really well, but then again, we will have to see how that does. Taking my Sigma E65 brush, my Sigma gel liner in Wicked, and I have to get a new one soon because I go through these liners like crazy. I usually go between Maybelline, Sigma, and I heard really good things about this MAC gel liner, so I may have to try that. I think I Love Sarai raved about it, so I'm like, if she raves about a good gel liner, I need to get it because her wings are on fleek. So it's not giving me a smooth line, and I think it's because the product is kind of chunky, and when it dries, it kind of dries. So let's just, I guess, build on the liner, but we may have to kind of tug on our eye like this so that we can get that smooth line. I think that's as good as it's gonna get, so it's not my most perfect liner, but that's as good as it will get. And I think I'm gonna do a little baby wing. Oh shit, this stuff is thick, man. So I'm doing the wing, and as I'm doing the wing, the product is literally falling off. Do you see the product? And down here, just crumbled off. They're so dry that they will crumble off as you're trying to do that nice precise line. So I would be very aware of that. If you're somebody that has to do a liner with your shadow, then you may not like these, because this happens and you will not get a perfectly precise line, or if you do, you will have to go back and forth to really get that line in. Even so, I feel like I still could do a better job. Okay guys, so I am back right now. I accidentally deleted my video, like the portion of this video where you guys saw me right after I finished my entire face of makeup. Right now it is 6:30 p.m. and I deleted that little clip where I give you guys like my first impression thoughts and everything. So I'm like, oh my gosh, why? But let's not dwell on the past. This is 2019, the year of just moving forward, not looking back. So I'm just gonna go ahead and talk about my opinions and thoughts, first impressions on this Huda Beauty matte and metal eyeshadow. Now, the reason why I did that clip was because I kind of wanted to do this video like my foundation reviews, where I do a check-in and then I come back at the end of the day and give you guys my final thoughts. But unfortunately that clip is gone and we can't get it back, so I'm just gonna go ahead and give you guys my overall thoughts on these liquid eyeshadows now that we've applied them onto the eyes. I also wanted you guys to see the longevity on them and how they wore, because that's very important to me, especially when I'm trying something new and innovative like this. So overall, I honestly am really impressed with these. I really like the fact that you get both in one. This makes it so travel friendly, and it just makes it so easy for you to pick these up instead of carrying a large palette with you if you're going to be traveling, or if you want something a little bit quick and easier where you just don't have too much to pick from. Because I feel like when you have a huge palette and you have so much to pick from, you're kind of overwhelmed and you end up like doing the same thing you do over and over again. As opposed to these, they're kind of more fun and you get to play with different types of textures of eyeshadow. So I really like how they perform. The matte side blended out so beautifully. I was really impressed because I was kind of scared. I was like, this is a liquid. How is it going to turn into a nice matte velvety consistency of eyeshadow? But it did, and it blended out so incredible that I was like, whoa. And then it stuck to my eyes and I was like, whoa. I feel like I'm too far back. Am I? I'm just like laying here. Here, let me sit more professionally, because I'm laying here like I'm in Misa. It does dry, and when it dries, it's stuck there. It's not gonna budge, and it does feel drying. I'm gonna let you guys know that. So if you don't like anything that may feel dry on your lid, on your lips, on your lids, then don't check this out because you will not like it. I feel like just having the matte side and then the shimmer side is perfect. That's usually what I like to use. I use a matte and a shimmer. If I have those two together, I can create magic with any colors you may throw my way. And I do feel like these are beginner friendly. I know a lot of you guys ask me a lot about the Huda Beauty Nude Palette, which I have right here. And a lot of you guys were like, oh my God, it's so beautiful. You know, it's a very beautiful palette. And I feel like because it has all these different textures, it makes people like, oh my gosh, I need it. But to be completely honest, I feel like this palette is more suitable for like an advanced person who likes to wear a lot of makeup, just because you're working with different consistencies. You need to know the techniques to use certain shadows for them to look really nice on you. I'm not saying that if you're a beginner at makeup, do not get this, but I'm just saying I feel like you'll have a harder time playing with some of these colors because there are certain tips and techniques to make them work. I personally don't gravitate towards this palette that much because I like really perfected looks. I like when my cut creases are like this, like really structured and everything, and I feel like with some of these I can't get that structure because I have to use my finger to apply them. And I just feel like with glitters and stuff, it's just too much. So I would rather something like this for beginners because it's easy. All you do is you apply the matte shade where you want to apply it, and then you blend it out. It blends like a dream, and then you go into the next color, and it's great. The cool thing about these too is that they came out, I want to say with like 6 of them, and the shades are pretty similar to these color schemes in this nude palette. So you can find something of your liking instead of getting this huge palette for $60+ and having to like sit and look at colors that you may never use. But what I did want to go ahead and see now that the end of the day came, this was supposed to be the last part of the clip, but I want to see how these come off. And I'm actually about to remove all my makeup because I'm going to go to the gym. So let's go ahead. This is for my lipstick, but let's use the clean side so we don't waste a makeup wipe. So we're going to use this side. This side was my lipstick. Sorry. And we're just going to go ahead and see how this removes because that's another thing. I don't like when it's like really, really hard to remove it. So let's go ahead. Okay, so that's with one swipe. I'm sorry, I know I look super crusty. And I'm using the Neutrogena Makeup Cleansing Wipes, the Night Calming. It does feel chunky, but it's actually removing pretty fast. Ooh, yeah, it's pretty much off. Good, because there's some glitters that I'm just like, holy shiz, I have to spend so much time really removing it because there's so much glitter, and then like huge chunks of glitter just stay on my face for the rest of the night. Obviously we do have some glitter on here that's still on here. There's no more, actually let's go on this side. But it actually all came off. But just make sure that when you do go in, you do press a little bit, give it a little tiny bit of pressure because you want that to really remove it, but it will remove it and not give you a hard time. I recommend these Neutrogena wipes. They're really nice. I also really love the Sephora ones, but they're not as like oily and like wet as these by Neutrogena, the Night Calming ones. The pink ones, the grapefruit ones, I get allergic reaction to them now because of my rosacea. I used to use those all the time, but these are really good. Okay, so now I look super crazy, but I really wanted to show you guys how this removed on camera because I feel like this is another essential element to me knowing whether I would really enjoy these. And it removed super quick. I had no issues. I was scared that I would have issues with it or that it would leave so much residue and then I would be walking around the gym with a bunch of glitter on my face, but I think overall, now that I've developed my own thoughts, I really, really am enjoying this, and this one is beautiful. I'm really happy that this was the first one that I purchased. Like I mentioned, it's in the Shimmering Sunset and Private Jet. I will have it linked down below so you guys can go ahead and check out if you're interested in this color. But I really hope that you guys enjoyed watching this video. I tried my best to make it as informative as possible because I'm sure there's a lot of you guys that are wondering about these new Huda Beauty liquid eyeshadows as much as I was wondering about them. So I wanted to bring you guys the real tea on these liquid shadows. So if you guys did enjoy watching this video, please don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Lets me know to continue doing these types of videos. And also if you're new to my channel, hi, welcome. I would love for you to come on my family here on YouTube because I wouldn't want you guys to miss my videos for the world. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I know you want to hit it, so hit it. And also if you guys haven't done so already, please go ahead and hit that notification bell down below so that you're notified every single time I upload a new video, because I wouldn't want you guys to miss my fun videos for the world. And that being said, I'll be seeing you guys very, very soon for a brand new video. Bye guys.